Hey everyone, this is Dan Bell, and welcome to Cutting Room Floor, where I post unused footage from the previous week's video, and also we'll be posting footage like this, which is fresh to the channel and has never been seen before, and for whatever reason, just didn't sing to me and end up being selected as a video that I would put on the channel. So we're going to see multiple locations in this video. The first location being this 1860s Italianate mansion that is located on a pretty big piece of land that is now going to be developed into a housing community. And they're going to keep the house and renovate it and bring it back to its former glory. It's a beautiful place. I'm going to go a little bit into... Well, wait, first of all, let me tell you what else we're going to see in the video. I'm jumping ahead. So later in the video, we're going to see a couple more abandoned houses, and we're going to see an abandoned crematorium, and we're also going to see a abandoned... Well, not an abandoned. It's just... it's a cemetery, but the graves are all sunken in, so it's kind of creepy. But anyway, that's coming up later in the video. So look at this fireplace mantle. Isn't that beautiful? You do not see craftsmanship like that anymore. That is a carved marble fireplace mantle. That is just gorgeous. Look at that. Wow. So, what am I going to talk about? I am going to talk about one of the biggest questions I get from viewers is, how do I find these places? Interestingly enough, I don't really spend a lot of time looking for places online. I know people do, and there's community boards and stuff where you can go and talk about abandoned places. I generally get in the car and start driving and keep my eyes peeled. I have found some pretty remarkable spots just driving around, and it has worked for me. And that is really where you find places that you won't see on YouTube and you won't see photographs of online. And those are the kind of places that I like to find. They're unique, they're fresh, and they're interesting. And most of the time, they don't have any destruction. So the vandals don't come in and tag them up or try to rip out the piping, the copper. Those are the places I really like to find, but they're so hard to find, as everyone can imagine. Once a place is abandoned, it really depends on where it is. If it's kind of in a remote area, you can get to it and find that nobody has been there. But if it's close to where people are, or where people can easily access it, completely destroyed. So you run into these problems. And that's why I kind of like to go out to the countryside, away from urban areas, and look for stuff. The only problem is it costs money and gas. I will spend, on one of these day trips, it's like $75 for gas. So I kind of have to make, there's some days where I drive, I don't find anything, and I'm like, I just spent $75 on gas, and I have no video to show for it. So those days stink, just so you know. But going into why this particular video didn't make it to the channel, this house, although it's a beautiful house, and it's interesting in an architectural way. However, there's nothing really here that interested me. Sometimes, well, not sometimes, all the time, really. When I go in and I'm filming, I know while I'm shooting if the video is going to be something that's going to be really good, or if it's going to be just kind of like blah. And this house was a blah house. I mean, it didn't have, you know, old couches or old pictures or, you know, a kitchen full of dishes or whatever could have been in here before. There's stuff like that it adds, it brings a story. You need to have a story. And when you have that story, you grab your audience's attention and they want to see what you've done. And that is really where I'm at with these videos. A place has to kind of have a story to it. And the more complex the story, you know, you find through the things that are left in the house. You can see pictures, you can see items, personal items. A perfect example is the video that I shot in New Jersey of the abandoned pilot's house. That is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. When a place can tell a story just by what's left behind, that is a great place. And that's a place that I enjoy filming and that I am excited to show everyone. This house really doesn't tell a story. It's just a house that's undergoing some minor renovations, and it's a beautiful house, but it's, you know, I can't go into the history of this home because I, first of all, don't want people to know where it is, though I am pretty sure they're finished at this point with the renovations and probably the house is on the market. But this house has a history, it's actually a named home, so it has a name, which is crazy. But yeah, this is a gorgeous house. Now, say if I come up here to the attic and a la Psycho, there was a mummified corpse sitting in a rocking chair and it was peering out the window, that would immediately catapult the chances of this video ending up on the channel. If I came across a mummified body in a rocking chair peering out of the window, yes, that would be something you would see on the channel. Unfortunately, that was not in this video, but here we are inside of the cupola, which I mean, it's in pretty crappy shape, but they'll probably fix it up. A lot of these old homes, they remove the cupola because it's a lot of upkeep, you know. But it's awesome to go up there and see, you know, you get a full 360-degree view of your property. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this house, you know, you can't, sometimes you just can't make something out of nothing. And my channel is about really roping people in, exciting people, making them feel like they're at the place, like they're standing alongside of me and walking with me through the place. That's what I want people to feel. And this place, you know, you know what makes a good video is when I show up somewhere and I'm freaked out. Like if I'm in a place by myself and I'm freaked out, like it means it's going to be a good video because I'm scared and I just want to get out of there, and I know that there's that appropriate drama that people can identify with, because they can identify through me. They can say, if I were Dan, if I were there alone, I know how I would feel. And it's an experience. It's an experience. So I love that. I love that so much. Here we are at the second house, and there is my friend Jim. And this video, this isn't really raw footage. It's kind of, I put it together. It's old footage. It's probably from a year ago, probably. I believe this house here has been demolished, and unfortunately we were unable to get inside. I really would have liked to have gotten in here, because I looked through a window. I remember looking through a window and there was stuff inside the house, so that would have been a good one. Here we are in this unmaintained cemetery where they cut the grass, but the graves, as you'll see, all these depressions are the graves sinking into the ground. So they really should bring some dirt in and fill those up. And here is the crematorium that is right next to the cemetery. And here are the controls for the burner. This was a creepy little kind of a shed almost. It wasn't that big, so it really wasn't, you know, I mean, what am I going to do? Release a 1 minute and 30-second video of a crematorium? This is human remains. They never cleaned the oven out, so that's kind of creepy. But there was really nothing here that I felt was worthy of much. And I put together, you know, all of these locations in this video of all these places that we went. This was this looks like a horse stable. And there's a bunch of garbage and stuff, and kids have gone in and set it on fire, and this is the kind of place I hate. I hate going to places like that. If it's been burned and demolished, or burned and vandalized and everything else, I can't stand it. It's like, what's the point? Here's a shell of I think it was a home, I'm not quite sure. But it was behind a YMCA or some kind of a gymnasium, like directly behind the building. And here, this building here was located on the grounds of a high school. And I guess the kids had broken through the window, so we were able to get in and have a look around, but it was just too small. It was a small place, not video worthy, nothing exciting, just an old house. Which, my channel is not about this old house. It's about giving my viewers an experience and taking them away for 10 minutes or 15 minutes out of their crazy, hectic lives, where you could just come in and kind of zone out and enjoy something. Good old enjoyment. And that's what I want to do. And sorry for that grotesque toilet shot. Pretty gross. Look at this bathtub. I want this bathtub. It's very nice. Big. So anyway, you guys should head over to my Facebook and like that page, because I post stuff there, shots from the Friday's video before it comes up. I post, you know, little snippets and all kinds of stuff you can check out. And I'm so glad you guys are enjoying Cutting Room Floor. I really am. I'm glad I could do this for you, and you guys are enjoying it, and it's just great. And I want to thank you all for watching, and we will be back with another episode next Monday. So make sure you tune in to check that out.